Hello, friends. Welcome back to Leap Interview Series. Today, we have with us somebody from far a place from Fiji. Yes, Dr. Ravineet Sami. He's the Executive Director, Finance Planning and Development at the University of Fiji. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you.
Great. Well, briefly tell us about your journey.
My journey has been challenging during my career pathway. I'll share a little about how I managed to reach the position mentioned earlier by you in terms of my introduction as the Executive Director of Finance, Planning and Development. The organization which I'm working for now is University of Fiji. Of course, Fiji has got three universities, so this is a private university. This university was established by a regional organization, Area Pratinidhi Sabha of Fiji, way back in 2004 December. So since then, I have been engaged with this university.
Wow.
Uh,
Since it was formed?
yeah, since the inception, I have been involved.
Wow.
If you have looked at my profile, so various challenges were there, of course, but like the university was developing with the university, I've also grown in the last 20 years, I would say. So 2 decades old, and I'm also 2 decades old with the university. So the tag which the university always gives to me is that I carry the historical memory of the institution. And as you know, the historical memory has to be correct whenever you give advisory role, particularly in your leadership role. So I joined in as a finance advisor, and I've grown up from finance to manager level to the chief operations and finance, and then projects. And then after that, I became executive director of finance only. And then from there, I became executive director of finance, planning and development for the university. This university is, like I said, 20 years old. And the structure of this, the governing body is, of course, the University Council, which governs the university.
Yeah.
So you can see that the role of my most senior executive here is the Vice Chancellor, who is equivalent to the Chief Executive Officer. So I directly report to the Vice Chancellor. And
Wow.
there has been a lot of turnover of Vice Chancellors in the last 20 years, I would say. But I, being there at the institution, gave assurance to the assurance to the institution as well as all the stakeholders involved that at least someone is there to assist and guide the council and stakeholders. The Fijian government, being one of the financiers of the institution, also has very much interest in the institution because at the end, whichever students we engage and take them through learning and teaching through their graduation, of course, becomes a future ready support for not only Fiji but internationally too.
Wow.
So the journey was not automatic for me, I would say. While I joined in, I had very minimal qualifications, I would say. But while I was given the opportunity to upgrade myself in terms of appraisals, I had to also upgrade my qualifications over the years. So the biggest challenge was that taking the biggest task of assisting in the managerial role as well as upgrading yourselves. So it was not easy, I would say, but I can say that with the team bonding, team support, and of course the biggest support provided by your family, we had to balance work life and reach up to where I reached. So I used to work with a team of 3, and now I am the head of section for more than 40 staff under me. But the university initially started with a group of team of less than 50 staff, and now we are more than 300 staff on the payroll.
Wow. Fantastic. That's
So
really
that
amazing.
yes, and we started with a student base of less than 100 students way in 2005, and now we have grown to over 3,500 students. And
Wow.
it's not only locally, but we have regional and international students as well. And while I was attaining my professional qualifications with my upgrades through my appraisal, I've also entered into being a member of several professional bodies across the world. And you'd be happy to note that till beginning of this year. For the last 7 years, I am also the Pacific ambassador for the Association of Commonwealth Universities.
Wow.
So that's from London. So I was a Pacific ambassador, and I had been attending all their congress. Unfortunately, due to other workloads coming in place, I had to give that role to my other executives in the quality assurance department as well as the HR department, because they have also grown. So I said I have other responsibilities, so why not you guys share? And it's a team of very good, small executives working together. But I think all they need is the team bonding and teamwork, which leads them to the success of the institution, because we treat us as a people's university, and we believe in the futuristic approach of learning and teaching for the betterment of everyone.
Fantastic.
So
Really
yeah.
amazing. Your journey, your university's journey is really incredible. You have been through minimal qualifications to start with, grown to a level where you're admired for your knowledge, conviction, and passion that you have been. Well, most importantly, you were in the same organization for 20 years. So that
Yeah.
speaks of your loyalty as well, which is amazing. Uh, you said this is a private university, but you also mentioned that the finance coming from Fiji government.
Yes.
What is that there?
No, that works. So we've got three universities. One is the University of South Pacific, which is a regional university funded by the regional government. The other is Fiji National University, which is totally owned by the government. And this is a private university funded by not only the government. So there are various forms of funding.
Okay.
Majority of the university students are under government scholarships plan. So that's
Okay.
one form of funding coming out of the government. And then the government also invests into providing subsidy, that's the grant, to the institution. Reason being because the government sees that this is a higher education provider which is doing something for the economy. So there is a standing from the government that they will provide assistance to whichever institutions are registered under the Education Act of Higher Education Commission. If
Okay.
you are registered through that various mechanisms, then you get it. There are other providers too, but they don't sometimes qualify because they have not followed through the process. And with this, we also have benchmark by having our international accreditation by the Quality Assurance Agency from UK. So they have done our quality assurance and they
Okay.
have provided a certification too.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So now that you are having 3,500 students, can you just
Yes.
explain what are the different courses that are being offered by your university?
Yes. So this university has got five schools. The first school being the School of um, Science and Technology. So that's the school which offers all the science programs, and the computer science is also attached to that school, as well as the mathematics. So that's the school which provides that. And with that, they have got environmental science and things. That's the first school. The second school is School of Humanities and Arts. The language and literature department comes under that, and the education. So that can, I would say, that's the education hub which offers education program for the students who want to do their undergraduates, and as well as upgrading for the postgraduates and masters, as well as the PhD. And then the next school is the Umanand Prasad School of Medicine. This is the I would say cash cow for the industry, which provides medical education as well as the nursing, public health, and Bachelor of Medical Health Sciences. So this school is providing that education, and this school normally has the highest intake because of the not only national requirement but internationally. Most of the at least our Pacific Island neighbors, they require more nurses and doctors. So most times you will see the brain drain approach coming into taking them out. So we have to provide the skills in terms of fitting the shortage for the economy. So that's the other school. And then we have Justice Devendra Pathik School of Law. This is where we get all the lawyers in, the legal fraternities. They are trained, and then it's a 4-year program. Once they complete, then they do our graduate diploma in legal practice. Then they enter the bar and they fully become the lawyers. And then finally, we have the fifth school as School of Business Economics, which looks after the accounting program, the economics program, the management program, as well as the MBA program. And just 2 days back, this school got an accreditation of ranking from the ED Universal from Paris. So they got a gold recognition for the school. as well, which was a milestone for them. And then with the 5 schools, we have got some centers too. And the most active center at the moment is the Itoke Center, which provides the Itoke language upgrades for the natives.
Wow, fantastic. That's really amazing. The way university is spread itself into various schools and catering not only to the local requirements, but also the international students and students from the neighboring countries, which is amazing. Um, your journey, as I said before, is amazing as well. And um, I think the university is doing a fantastic job of creating uh, the better economy, as you said, and of course, shaping careers of thousands of students, and in turn, helping the country to grow. So, thank you so much for your time and sharing all the words of knowledge that you have.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.